And now it's time for the Guest Expert Series. Hello, everybody. Welcome. I'm so excited to be here today. I hope that you can see me. I hope that we are live. Let me know in the comments. Hello. Looks like we're live. Well, hello and welcome. I'm really excited to be here today. We are going to be talking about delegation. And delegation is one of the most important things you need to be able to understand, utilize, and master in order to be able to grow and therefore scale your business. As you're coming on in, say hello. If you're watching the replay, #replay. And in case you don't know me, my name is Melissa Jakubovic. I'm an online marketing strategist and Facebook ad expert to health and life coaches and healers. I help you scale your business in 90 days or less and add 10K plus to your monthly revenue, ending that feast and famine cycle once and for all. And today we are talking about delegation because this is something that a lot of business owners struggle with or strive to understand and put into their business, and it just doesn't work out too well. And I'm really good at this, so I wanted to share some tips and tricks with you. I actually have a team of 13 and growing, and that is because of delegation. So as you come on in, say hello. I want to know who's here. Say hello. Don't be shy. It's hard with all the controls on the screen to see everything, but I will be able to see comments, and I see that people are on. So just say hello, and we can cater this to you. So let's talk here about delegation a little bit. One thing that I say all the time to my clients is that you should feed your strengths and outsource your weaknesses. And the reason why I say this is because a lot of times people are like, I want to delegate. I have too much on my plate. I don't have enough money to do that. I don't know what to do, or I don't know what to delegate out first, or I'm not really sure what to do. And I've heard people say delegate, outsource, but I'm not really sure what that means strategically. And so if you understand that you need to feed your strengths and outsource your weaknesses, it kind of puts it into perspective, and it makes it really easy to understand what needs to go, what needs to be taken off of my plate. And the answer is your weaknesses. So if there's something that you struggle with, that you don't enjoy, that you sit down to do, and then you're like, oh, I don't want to do this. And you just put it on the to-do list for tomorrow, and then tomorrow comes around and you look at it again on your list and you're like, I really just, tomorrow, we'll keep putting it off till tomorrow. I mean, who has done this? We've all done this, right? That type of task is something that you need to outsource, because as a business owner, running your business, it needs to run. You can't be the bottleneck of your business. You can't be what is stopping the business from flowing. And so if there's things that have to be taken care of in your business and you just dread doing them, then you are actually hurting your business by not taking care of them. So that's one of the things that you can outsource. Things that are your weakness. For example, I just did a post on my personal timeline about how numbers are my weakness. And yes, I'm a Facebook ad expert, and yes, I love data and I love analyzing data, but the numbers part of it is overwhelming. I did well on my SAT in math, and I can do very complicated math things. But when you give me numbers, the first initial reaction that I have is, I want to rip my hair out. So that's why I have an accountant and a bookkeeper and someone else who can create lovely spreadsheets for me, who can take my ideas that I can leave a voice memo about and say, hey, I'm looking for some way to organize data that's going to look like this, and have this. Go do it. And I outsource it. Now, all I have to do is plug and play. The idea came from me. The strategy came from me, but the doing came from outsourcing by delegating that out. Hey, Alicia, nice to see you. Thanks for hopping on. So great to see you. Tell me in the comments what type of business you have. I'm interested to know. All right, so that's an easy example on how to delegate, or deciding what you can delegate, which is your weaknesses, things that you dread, things that you want to rip your hair out, things that you are better off explaining than actually implementing, right? And you want to feed your strengths. So things that you are great at, maybe you're great at sales calls, maybe you're great at content creation, maybe you're great at helping your clients. These are things that you should have your hands in and you need to take care of, and you do not outsource those. You do not delegate those. So feed your strengths and outsource your weaknesses. All right, so now that I've gotten that out of the way, let's actually talk strategically about what that means. Like, what are we actually delegating out? And what are we actually keeping in-house for us to take care of as business owners? And the answer is that anything that is a money generating activity that only you can do, you need to do. So that's like going live. No one else can go live for you, right? You have to be the one that goes live. And if you're building a personal branded business, you have to show your face and be personable. So that's on you. Going live, that's on you. Creating new offers. If you are creating an offer, you are the creativity creator of your business, right? You're the creator of your business. The creative juices flow through you and you put it out into the world to make an impact. That has to come from you. You create the offers. You have to decide what you want to put out there into the world. Another thing is coaching your clients. So you have to be the one to coach your clients, right? They're paying you for your service. Now, I will say there's one caveat to this, and that is when you scale big enough, where you have scaled and scaled and scaled and scaled, now you've stepped outside of that. You don't have to be all hands in. You are like a few steps away from that process of coaching your clients, then you actually don't have to be the one to do this. That is something you can delegate. So if you have a method to getting the results for your clients and you grow big enough, you can now hire other coaches underneath you who are teaching your method. An example of this is John Maxwell. He has this whole coaching empire. It's his coaching method, but there are coaches that work under him teaching his methods, his style. So I teach my clients in my Marketing with Intention program on how to scale their businesses, how to take their healing businesses and their life coaching businesses to the next level and make a consistent income. And currently I'm the one that teaches this. So I have all hands on deck, one-on-one and group experience with my clients to get them to that next level. However, maybe 2 years from now, I will have a few coaches under me who are teaching my methods to doing it. And I might pop in here and there. So people will be paying for the Melissa marketing method, the methodology, instead of time with Melissa. So you do get to move away from that as you grow and scale. And if this is like, woo, way too far in advance for you, that's okay. Think about what you can do now. And your strengths would be taking care of your clients and growing your business in that way. So those are things that you keep in-house on you. Going live, creating new offers, and taking care of your clients. Does that all make sense? Let me know in the comments if you have any questions on that. All right, so what can be delegated? What can you pass off? Basically, any task, anything that you can write on a to-do list and say, get it done, that can be delegated. But more specifically, admin work, administration stuff, typing things into spreadsheets, calculating things, writing people's birthdays down, things like that. Any type of admin work that can be outsourced. Email creation. If you find that you writing emails is one of your strengths and you love putting it into Aweber or Entreport or MailerLite or MailChimp or whatever, and you love designing the email, then if that's your strength, you need to keep it. But if it's something you're like, I wish someone could do this for me, I hate doing this, or this is so tedious and I just don't want to do it anymore, that is something that you want to delegate out. So email creation. Same thing goes for copywriting, whether it's the copywriting for Facebook ads, the copywriting for your sales pages, even the copywriting for your content that you put out onto your business pages and things like that, that can all be delegated out. Copywriting, accounting, spreadsheets. I have someone on my team who does this for me. She's amazing. So I will say I have this great thing and I want to calculate this, so that we can draw data from it. We can draw conclusions because data gives us information that we can then use later on to improve our strategy. And without that data, we can't do that. So I don't want to be the one to collect the data. I don't want to be the one to add numbers together. And I don't want to be the one to put the spreadsheet together. So I just, like I said earlier, leave a voice memo, and I say, all right, this is what I'm looking for, blah, 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 and it's off my plate. She creates the spreadsheet and boom, it's done. Another thing is funnel building. If you're building sales funnels, maybe you love that. Maybe that technology and design and creativity is like your forte and you love that so much. Then go ahead and do that, because we are in business to do what we love to do. But if building a funnel is something that stresses you out, or you can't get the technology right, or you just don't know how to move things around, or you just don't have the time, then that is what you need to outsource. Hi, Lucy. So nice to see you. I love your ideas. Thank you. Thank you so much. Let me know if you have any questions. So if you love funnel building, then by all means, build your funnels. If you hate funnel building, you still need to have funnels, so you need to outsource them. Other things are technology. If you're really techie and you get so excited, like, yay, technology, then you're going to keep that. If technology is like, oh my gosh, I can't do it, that's what you're going to outsource. So yes, I can build funnels all day long and I can do the technology. The key is that it takes me all day long. I can do it. I have built hundreds of my own funnels before. It literally takes me all day or 2 days or 3 days long. But I have people on my team who can literally do it in 2 hours. So to be more efficient, I take that off my plate and I give it to them, and they get it done in 2 to 3 hours, and they love doing it and they're great at doing it, and I don't have to do it. Yay, a win. I have enough on my plate as a business owner, so to take anything off feels great. So technology, maybe it's setting up a calendar link. I have a lot of people in my world who are like stressed out beyond belief to set up their calendar link, because I'm a big proponent of setting up calendar links. I actually did a live about this in my group earlier today, Magnetic Marketing Mastermind, about calendar links, why you need them, how to set them up, how it's so important in your business, blah, blah, blah. But if that's something that stresses you out and you know you need a calendar link, then you need to delegate that out. Or if you don't know how to connect your calendar link to your email, or you don't know how to create email automation, all those technology pieces, then you need to delegate those out. Technology needs to be delegated out. Follow-ups, following up with people. We've heard the saying, the fortune is in the follow-up, right? Well, if you don't have time to follow up with people, you are missing out on that fortune. So someone needs to be following up with these people. And if it can't be you, it has to be someone on your team. So you want to follow up with people, and that could be from you or someone you delegate it out to. And stick around, in the end of this video, I'm going to talk about how you can pay for all this, because I know a lot of people are like, these are great ideas, Melissa, but I don't have money for it. So I'm going to talk to you about that in a minute as well. So stick around. SEO, search engine optimization, or website updates, or even building your website. These are things that, yeah, we could figure it out. Sure, you want to get a Wix website and follow the step-by-step tutorial or the GoDaddy builder or whatever. Fine. If you have 5 to 7 days to waste on that, go ahead and do it. But if you love doing it, go ahead and do it. But if you don't love doing it and you don't have time to waste, then you have to give that to someone else who is great at what they do, loves doing it, and will do it quickly and in a great quality way. So SEO, website updates, website data, all that stuff. Creating your website from scratch, you can delegate that out as well. Content creation. I mean, we know that we need some content, right? We always need content. Content is an important part of your business, and it's what shows people that you are a business that's open for business and alive. And if you don't have good content, your business will fail. It's just that simple. You have to have strategic content that is going to pull people in. I actually have a complete content strategy toolkit. If you're interested in that, you can grab that at abundantstrategy.com. But basically, your content is so, so, so important. And if it's something that you are not feeling too great about, you don't think that you have the strength for that, like you sit down and you look at this blank page and you're like, shit, what am I going to do? What am I supposed to write? I have no idea. Then that's something you have to delegate out, because you have to have content if you want your business to work online. An online, personal branded, service-based business runs on extremely valuable content. So make sure you have your content in order. And if not, you delegate that out. Community management, that's another great thing that you can delegate. So if you have a group, you have your own Facebook group, you have to be in there every day. You have to be posting, you have to be engaging, you have to go live. We already talked about going live. That is on you. It has to be you, because you're building your personal brand. But everything else, that community management can be given to someone else. I have a community manager on my team. She's amazing. She goes into the group. She makes sure no one's fallen through the cracks. Everyone's been responded to. If there's a question, she brings it to my attention. I give her the answer and she takes care of it. So that means that things are happening very quickly in my business. Instead of, if you're the only one doing this, someone posts something, you forget because you've got millions of other things to do on your plate. And then you go back 3 or 4 or 5 days later, and this person feels like you didn't pay attention to them, or their question is no longer important, and they've fallen through the cracks, and you've missed that opportunity to connect, which is really unfortunate because online business is all about building relationships. So you want to keep the relationship building. And if you can't do that because you can't be in all places at once, understandable, then you have to get someone else to be there to do that. So that's the support. Hi, Melanie. Nice to see you. Thanks for hopping on. So podcasting, yay, or blogs. This is a great thing to outsource. So I have a podcast, Marketing Tips with Melissa. Maybe you have a podcast. Maybe you write blogs once a week on your page, whatever it is. Or maybe if you're on LinkedIn, you're writing weekly articles. That might be a lot of time suck for you. Now, if you love writing, then you're going to do that. And if you don't love writing, that's what you need to outsource. Or editing. Maybe you love writing, but you don't like proofreading. So you need a proofreader on your team. Or I do my podcast, but I don't edit the audio. I don't put the intro and the outro on by myself. I don't put my commercials in there by myself. And I don't load it onto my website or to all of the podcast places by myself. I know how to do it. I used to do it by myself. That's the whole thing about delegation. You don't know what you need to delegate until you've done it yourself. And then you're either stressed out, pulling your hair out and cursing, or you're going, I love this. This is wonderful. And that's how you decide what's going to get off your plate and what you're going to keep. So as a business owner, we wear a lot of hats. We do need to understand the whole process from A to Z on every single thing that we're doing. And then in that process, we learn we are great at this or we really suck at this and someone else needs to be doing it. So yes, I did my podcast editing back in the day. We're already at like episode 225, I think. But I did like the first 100 by myself or maybe the first 50 by myself. And I will tell you, it took forever. Like Sunday was not go hang out with my family and friends day. It was sit down and figure out how to edit all the podcasts and all the show notes and then the blog and then load it. And it took out my whole day. And it's like, I didn't start this business to be a slave to my computer. I started this business to have freedom to spend it however I wanted to. So that was a key indicator that needed to get off my plate and I needed to pass it on. All right, so those are a bunch of ideas of things that you can delegate out. Now let's talk a little bit about money and delegation because there's a lot of hesitation in delegating in your business because you feel this lack of money, right? You feel like I want to hold on to my money. I don't want to give it away. I don't have enough money yet to hire all these people. And it might feel, a lot of times people tell me that it feels like they're not at that stage in business. So it's like, one day I'll hire people. One day I'll take this off my plate. Right now, I have to be stressed out. I have to do all these things. Let me tell you, that is not further from the truth. Delegation can happen today, and it needs to happen today if you are serious about the growth of your business. So it's not about, I'll find the money and then I'll hire the help. Logically, that's what it sounds like, right? Logically, from a logical perspective, you're thinking, I'll get more clients, I'll have enough money, then I'll go hire out. Logically, that makes sense. But that is not how it works in business. It's hire the help to make time and space for more opportunities to make more money, okay? And that is really the truth of it all. It is a changed perspective. You have to flip your mindset about money here because it's about an abundance mindset, not a lack mindset. And if you come to this with a sense of lack, like I don't have enough, so I can't share it with someone I need to delegate out to, then you will never have enough. If you come to it with a sense of abundance, as in I will give away what I have, and it will open up this vacuum, this space where more money can flow in, that is how it is going to work. That is how you're going to attract abundance. It's how you're going to manifest more clients. And it's how you're going to keep sane in your brain, right? So it's not find the money and hire the help. It's hire the help to make time and space for more opportunities to make money. Because when you are overwhelmed and you aren't in the right mindset to create, then you don't have enough time to devote to all the things and to doing all the things. And you end up missing out on a lot of other opportunities. So before I hired anyone on my team, and right now I'm a team of 13, before I hired anyone on my team, I could only take care of 2 clients at a time because that was a full-time job for me. I was running all of their marketing for my clients. I was running their organic marketing. I was creating their content. I was running their paid marketing. I was doing the copy and the ads and the images for their ad copy. I was doing the data for their ads. I was helping them post on all the different platforms. I was giving them all the strategy. It literally took my entire week to help 2 clients. And I couldn't scale because I could not help another client. I already didn't have enough time to sleep and take care of my 2 kids. And I'm a single mom and I take care of my dad who's ill. So my hands are full. And I love my business. I'm obsessed with my business. So I need time to run my business, but I also need time to run my life. So before I hired anyone, I was only able to take care of 2 clients successfully. Then I hired help. And that freed up my time. And then I was able to take on more clients. And then that snowball started to rock and roll. So I took that money that I had from the clients and I reinvested it to hire more help so I could take on more clients. And I took that money and I reinvested it to hire more help so I could take on more clients. And what happens is there comes a time in your business where you don't have to keep hiring new people every single time you bring on a new client. There comes a time for that. So soon enough, everything levels out and you're able to bring on and take care of lots of clients. And then that profit margin, it just keeps going up and up. And it also pays for the hired help, for all those delegated tasks, as well as your personal profit and owner's pay. So you end up making money as well. It's not just paying it all out. You pay a percentage out to get a huge amount of money in. Does that make sense? I hope it does. The last thing I want to tell you guys about delegation is that it does not only happen in your business life. It has to happen in your personal life as well. So if you are a busy business owner, and maybe you're a mom, and I'm a single mom, so it is hard. It's a lot of hats I have to wear: chauffeur and chef and maid, and do the laundry and run the business and help my clients and support my students and run and manage a team of 13. And I take care of my dad who's ill. There is a lot going on in my life. So when you delegate, think about what you can delegate in your home as well. Could you have someone come in and wash the dishes once a week? Can you have someone come in and clean the house once a week? Maybe you have someone who does the yard work for you outside, who mows the lawn, whatever it is. And if it's not something that you can do all the time, then maybe it's a treat. Maybe it's once a month. Maybe it's once a quarter. But get stuff off your plate. You do not need to do everything. And I know as women, we're amazing multitaskers and we could probably do everything better than anyone else. But the truth is that you run a business to have freedom. And the only way you have freedom is if you are efficient and you are strategic. And you cannot be a slave to your business. So you need to delegate out tasks. And what that does is it makes you a better leader because you have to be able to explain how you want these tasks to be carried out. And so if you're able to explain them, maybe do some walkthrough videos to show people this is the method, this is how I want it done. Now you pass it off, all they have to do is watch a training video you created. And if that person doesn't work out, you let them go and the next one comes on and you already have the training video there and you say, hey, new person, watch the training video. Let me know if you have any questions. And same thing with cleaning your house. You can have a to-do list. This is what I need cleaned in my house. Here, go do it please while I'm working. So I want you to think about your strengths and your weaknesses, what you love doing, what you hate doing, what you want to keep as your own, and what you'd love to delegate out, and then start looking for virtual assistants who can help you. Now, if you are a health or life coach or healer, or a virtual assistant who wants to support these types of businesses, I want to invite you to join my free Facebook community. It's called Magnetic Marketing Mastermind, and you can get there by going to magneticmarketingmastermind.com. I'll put it up here in a bit, magneticmarketingmastermind.com. And that is my free community where you have access to all of my resources, all of my marketing, resources. I give lots of marketing tips. Hey, Lissa, nice to see you. It's a great community where you can connect with other coaches, healers, and virtual assistants. If you're thinking about delegating your stuff out, I've got a lot of virtual assistants in there who would just love to help support you in your business. If you have questions about delegation, you can post it in there. We have promotional days on Thursdays, so you can promote your business in there as well. It's a free community where I give lots of love and support, access to all the resources, a lot of personal attention, and I'd love to have you join at magneticmarketingmastermind.com. I hope you found this live helpful, and I hope it gave you a different perspective about how to delegate. I've been delegating since the very beginning in my business, and I will tell you that is the best thing that I could have done because my clients are all supported. My prospects don't feel like they fall through the cracks. I connect to everybody. I feel very authentic and personal because I have such support behind me. Decora, so nice to see you here. You need help delegating? Hop into my group, magneticmarketingmastermind.com. I'd love to talk to you more about delegation, and there's a lot of people there that can help support you as well. I will say this last thing is that I did put that I wanted a virtual assistant on my vision board a couple years ago. And I stared at it every day, and I'm like, I'm going to get a virtual assistant one day. I'm going to do it. I'm going to get it. As soon as I gave in, and I realized this is the way that you delegate. You have to delegate before you have the money to do so, to make the money to keep continuing on in your business. I hired my first virtual assistant. It took about 2.5 years to hire the first virtual assistant. If I would go back, I would have hired her the first day. So I took a while to get to that point. But once I hired that first virtual assistant, I ended up adding more and more and more people to my team like every single month. I went from 1 to 13 very, very quickly. 13 right now, we're good. We're supported. Every area of my business is covered. If I bring on a few more clients, I will take part of that money and probably hire someone else. But everyone on my team is happy and getting paid and has regular work. So if you can keep that machine going, everyone on your team will still have work to do, and it will free up time for you to go find more clients. Because this one client once in a while type of thing is no way to run a business. That feast-famine cycle, it's just going to keep you stuck forever. And if you guys want more marketing advice on how to market yourselves as a personal branded online service-based business, this is what I do. This is my specialty. You can check me out at melissmarketing.com. It is Meliss. There is no A at the end of my name. I'll put that in the chat right now, melissmarketing.com. You could check out there. I've got lots of programs, free programs, paid programs, and high-ticket programs as well. I also have a content strategy toolkit that you can grab. So much value there. So join me in the group. I'd love to see you there. We'll welcome you in, and let's party and get our marketing on. I hope you enjoy the rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.